Example number 2, use central and inscribed angles to recognize relationships. So, point C is the center of our circle, and as it turns out, AB is the diameter, and that diameter is 10 centimeters. We have a chord of BD, which is 6 centimeters. We're trying to figure out what is the measure of ADB. Now, if this is diameter, then this is a radius here, and this is also a radius. So, let's see here. Angle ACB is a central angle then. It's a special case of a central angle. And because it's straight, it has a measurement of 180 degrees. So this diameter basically is a central angle of 180. Since AB is a straight line, our angle is 180. Now, ACB is a central angle, so it should be twice as big as any inscribed angles that are associated with those same two endpoints. And therefore, it should be half the size, ADB should be half the size of ACB because they share the same arc. And this is your arc here. So if that's the case, then ADB is ACB divided by 2. ACB we said was 180. 180 divided by 2 is 90. So angle ADB is 90, and that means that's a right angle triangle. This becomes a right angle triangle. So here's a rule to remember. An inscribed angle using the endpoints of a diameter is a right angle. So if you're using a diameter, any inscribed angle attached to that is a 90-degree angle. This is always going to be a 90-degree angle if you're using a diameter. B, what is the length of chord AD? Justify your answer. Alright. Well, we know from Pythagorean theorem that if we've got a right angle triangle and we know two of the sides, we can calculate the third one. We're told that this diameter is 10 centimeters, and we're told that this chord was 6 centimeters. So using Pythagorean, we can figure out this third side of the triangle. So, back to Pythagorean, we've got our hypotenuse, or the diameter, was AB. So that's going to be squared, that's on one side of the equation. The other side is going to be your two legs. One is AD, that's the unknown. So that's AD squared. And then BD is the chord that we were told was 6 centimeters. So AD we don't know, so we'll leave that as AD. BD was 6, so we'll put 6 squared. AB we know was 10, so we'll put that as 10 squared. 6 squared becomes 36. 10 squared becomes 100. So now, AD squared plus 36, we're trying to get AD by itself, so we're going to subtract 36 from that side, subtract 36 from this side. These two 36's subtract out to leave AD squared, and 100 minus 36 gives us 64. So now our 6 squared is 36, 10 squared is 100, subtract them, we're left with 64. We've got 80 squared equals 64. We need to take the square root of both sides to get AD, just the regular AD. So we take the square root there. Square root of 64 is 8. So then we know that the length of chord AD is 8 centimeters. So again, go back to the circle that we had. We had first figured out that this was a 90-degree angle. Then using Pythagorean, we determined that this is 8 centimeters. If you've got anything else to figure out with your circle, once you find something, put it in so that you know which puzzle pieces have been solved and you can move forward from there. All right, we have another set of show you knows here. Please go ahead and do that.